Am I focusing? Okay, I look crazy right now. I literally was just laying on the couch and I was like, Julia, do something. It's my day off. And as you can tell, I'm definitely a little snuffy.
Yeah, I said snuffy. What the heck is snuffy, Julia? Also, just before you even watch what you're about to watch, I seem dead in this video. Like, as I'm editing, I'm like, wow, your energy is so low. I was sick. Okay, and I still am recovering. I had a sore throat, like just a common cold. As you can tell, very snuffy. Very snuffy. Anyways. Also, I linked everything I'm talking about down below. So don't fret. Down below. Check it down below. Okay? All right. Here we go. Grab some coffee too. Enjoy. Chill. Chill and enjoy.
I'm bringing you a dancer must-have, dancer favorite, literally what I use every single day of my life. If you don't know, I'm a professional ballet dancer. If I don't have probably one of these things, I'll like freak out. I'm gonna start with probably the most important thing, my point shoes, my flats, and then my toe pads. For class, for bar, we do wear flat shoes. I wear the block leather split sole flat shoes. I am a leather girl. I don't really like canvas. I feel like leather holds my foot a lot more and almost feels more like a point shoe. You really have to work your foot. It feels less like a sock, more like a shoe, which I just prefer. I take out the felt on the inside because that just seems to like roll up in my foot. So yeah, these are my flat shoes that I wear every single day. And then next are my point shoes, which are my bread and butter. It is so essential having good point shoes. This is like a brand new pair of point shoes, my typical size and maker that I like to get. I am getting customs right now, but I'm still trying to figure out what I want. It's so tricky because you wait like 6 months for your customs, and then during that 6 months while you're waiting, you want to change something else, and then you just have to wait for them to come to change and make all the adjustments that you want. These are just stock Freeds. I wear Deep Vamp, and these are, I'll show you, 5XX, and the maker Crown, which is by far one of my favorite makers. Crown, Anchor, and VA Diamond are my favorite makers. They have a super broad and flat platform, which I prefer. It really helps just make balance, stay stable on point. Some makers, like, there will literally be a divot or like a bump on the box, and I'm like, how is anyone supposed to turn on that? I do not understand it. But Crown is a pretty consistent maker. I'm still trying to find my like perfect pair of point shoes. I think it takes so much time, but for the moment, this is my size, and those are my favorite makers. If I don't have these, like let's say I left them at home or I left them in my locker, or like I literally don't think I would be able to dance, can they please send me like free perfect fits? Because I am just obsessed with these toe pads. So I'm sure you've heard, I mean, a ton of professional dancers use them. Pretty much, essentially, it's like a molded toe pad. Mold it to your feet, and it fits perfectly in your point shoe and perfectly to your foot, so you're not sliding, slipping around. You feel secure and stable in your shoe. It's just, the technology is insane, incredible. And if I didn't have these, before Perfect Fits, I wore paper towels, and that was just such a pain in the booty because you have to keep on like changing your paper towels because they like disintegrate and they fall apart. But with the perfect fits, it's like they're there, they feel great. I haven't had a blister since who knows when, so I mean, if I did, like, I just can't say enough good things, you know what I mean? So these are my favorite like products I'll use if I have a little ouchie here and there. It'll kind of relieve the pain. I do not rely on pain relievers or like medicated balms or whatever you want to call it. I kind of just really try to take care of my body and first do the PT and the icing before taking any medication. I don't want to just put a band-aid on something and not actually do the work to make it better, if that makes sense. Voltaren is obviously super strong, pretty much like putting liquid Advil on your body. And you can buy this at Target, Walgreens, whatever. Same with BioFreeze. I'll usually put this on something that is super, super annoying. I don't use this often, only when it's like an intense rehearsal or like a show and I like literally don't have a choice, you know? And then BioFreeze I'll put just on like any aches or pains, any muscle tissue kind of feeling. I just want like a little bit of cold therapy, definitely more frequently. And then I'll also use Orajel if I do have a blister, which I have not gotten a blister in so long. I'll use Orajel, which is like the toothache little gel, and I'll put that just right on the blister and it kind of numbs it for the rehearsal or whatever you have to do. Again, I wouldn't recommend doing this like frequently, but if you just are in a pinch and you need something, I recommend Orajel for like blisters and stuff like that. Anyway, moving on. Kind of along the same theme of like muscle recovery and aches and pains and all of that. I keep a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. I have a lot of balls. I use a tennis ball every day. It's actually the first thing I do before I stretch. So I'll like go into the studio, roll out right away. I just roll on my butt, quads, calves. It feels great. And then I don't bring this to the studio every day, but this is my Hypervolt. So the Theragun, and I think there's also some other dupes. But this pretty much is like a massage tool that I will use at the end of the day. Feels great, feels so good. Especially when I'm like performing or have like a long theater day and I just need to get some aches and kind of get my muscles warm and get the blood flowing, I will use my Hypervolt. Highly recommend. It's also a great like Christmas gift. It's definitely like an investment, but I feel like these are the best gifts to ask for, especially when it's something that you'll use like every day and it's something so helpful, especially to athletes. So Hypervolt, no brainer. So when it comes to like apparel and like what I wear every single day, I really stick to just like basic apparel. My favorite pants, which I'll insert a picture, I don't have them with me right now, are the body wrapper trash bag pants. They're super lightweight, but they still keep me warm. If it's like super, super cold, I'll usually put my leg warmers underneath the pants. Heat traps, and then that makes me really warm. The leg warmers I use, I have Rubia Wear. I'll also link my Rubia Wear leg warmers that I also don't have with me. They're at the studio. But I do have a couple wraps at home. So this one, I always will wear a wrap pretty much. I'll insert a photo of what I look like. I look so stupid at bar because I just want to be warm. I don't care what I look like. I just want to be warm. It's all about practicality for me. So this is a Rubia wrap. And if I'm being honest, this is like a super thin material. I think it's super cute, but it is very thin. So I will usually wear this when I'm already pretty warm and I just want a cute little accessory on my waist. But this is from Rubia. It's pretty much just like a huge square and you can like fold it and then you can like wrap it on your waist. There's a lot of things you can kind of do this. I sometimes, if I'm getting ready for, you know, stage, I'll just wear this while I'm doing my makeup, so it's easy to take off, put my costume on. And then I like the super knitted triangle shawls. So this one someone made for me. I'm sure also you probably have a friend who knits or does crocheting or whatever. I actually was looking on Etsy and there was a ton of shops that had like, you can just type in like triangle crochet shawl and like it'll pop up, and I basically just wrap this around my waist like this, and it's like a back warmer and it's just super cute, keeps you so warm, and it's just I always wear a wrap, always. Okay, I'm gonna share with you my favorite leotard brands at the moment. I kind of, when it comes to leotards, I really just stick to the basics, and if there's a style that I love, I will just buy every color. Like, I don't really mess with the styles and what I like. My favorite leotard on me personally is a more, I don't want to say like scandalous, but I kind of like when it shows my arms and my back, because I feel like those are my favorite parts about my body and I want to showcase them. This is my favorite leotard I think I have. It's the Elevate. I don't know exactly, but it's like a triangle front, and then the back is just open, and then the top crosses. I'm literally need to order 1 million of these because it's my most worn leotard, and I just think it's so flattering. I would say with this leotard, if you have a bigger chest, I would probably stay away from it just because it is pretty deep and it kind of, there's not a ton of support. But for me, I don't really need support, so it works well. Okay, this is another leotard brand called Label, and I love how it just said, I don't like long sleeve. This one is different. Okay, this one's actually gorgeous. I do love this one, and I get so many compliments when I wear it. It's cobalt blue with mesh sleeves. I'm not sure if this style's on the website right now. And then it does have this little like band, which I don't love the band detailing, but I just wear my tights over my leotard, so it's not that big of a deal. Something about the material is just super soft and comfortable and very flattering. I feel like it sucks me in all the right places, if that makes sense. And then of course, Yumiko. This is just one of my most worn Yumiko. This is like my leotard where I'm like, I feel like it's gonna be a bad day, so I wear this just for a glimmer of comfort and security. It's kind of just my like leotard that I grab. It's just gonna have my back. It's gonna have my back and my front and the sides. This block leotard is one of my favorites. I actually order a lot of my leotards off eBay and Poshmark. It has like a little keyhole front, and then it's just a super open back. Just finding those leotards that you feel good in, and that even though they might not be the prettiest, but you feel pretty in it and you feel confident in it, I think just find those leotards, stick to those leotards. The last thing you want to be worrying about when you're dancing is your leotard and things falling out. It's just the worst feeling ever. All right, I actually think I could go on and on, y'all. Like, I have so many favorites, and I think I'm just gonna stop there for now. If you want, please let me know, and I will definitely do a part 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know where this kind of YouTube journey is going, but I'm just kind of winging it and seeing what happens. All right, bye.